Despite being a huge fan of football, I haven't bought a game based on the sport for quite some time. With significant gameplay enhancements to football games only appearing every couple or so years, I find it hard to justify paying full price for a game every 12 months when the only reason to buy that game is just to get updated rosters. I've said for quite some time now that sports games should exist as a service, with developers only releasing a full price retail game every 2 to 3 years when they have made big enough improvements to the gameplay. I feel it would make more sense to do this and then just sell yearly downloadable updates for squad and league changes. Of course, as always, money talks, and as long as people keep buying FIFA and PES every year, this is unlikely to ever happen. Although I don't feel like paying full price for a football game this year, I do have an urge to play one. I found this year's PES demo to be fantastic, so I was pleasantly surprised when I heard that they would be releasing a free-to-play version of their game. You may think that I've gone slightly crazy, as I'm usually the first person to shoot down free-to-play games, but if you think about it, FIFA has included a free-to-play mode in its full-price games for the last 5 years, in the form of Ultimate Team, and Konami introduced microtransactions to PES's My Club mode in last year's release. Of course, you don't have to spend real money in either of these modes, but a lot of people do part with their cash in order to try and create a better team. This means a lot of people are spending £45 on a full price retail game, to then just spend even more money in Ultimate Team on My Club. Konami and EA make a huge amount of money from their respective club building modes. Ultimate Team has quickly become FIFA's most popular mode, so the business wise thing to do in order to reach even more people would be to offer this mode as a free download, and Konami have decided to do that with PES My Club. Although it's not quite the sports games as a service idea that I mentioned earlier, I do feel as though it's one step in the right direction. There are a lot of people paying full price every year to spend most of their time playing a mode with free to play mechanics, so it's nice that Konami have made their free to play mode actually free to play. It now also gives the consumer even more choice. If you want to play career mode or play as your favourite team against your friends, then buy the full game. If you just want to play My Club, then why not save your money and download My Club for free instead of buying the full game? At this point you're probably wondering to yourself, where's the negativity? I should be angry at My Club, right? I mean, free to play is a blight on gaming, and let's not forget how evil Konami are. Well, although I agree that most free to play games are just garbage that try to squeeze as much pennies from the player as possible, My Club can be enjoyed to its max without spending anything. I mean, after only about 3 hours of playtime, I managed to unlock a 93 rated legend player Roberto Baggio. Compare this to my days when I used to play Ultimate Team, I would play hundreds of matches and never get a player anywhere near this quality. There are two methods of buying players in My Club. The first is by using scouts, which are earned at the end of a match. These cost nothing to use, but generally result in signing players of a lesser quality. The second is by paying a fee to sign a player by using an agent, which results in attaining players of a higher quality. Of course, like most free-to-play games, there are two currencies in My Club. GP is earned by playing matches, winning cups, and giving out rather generously by completing certain feats on the pitch. The second is My Club coins, which are harder to attain but are more valuable and also available to purchase with real money. Unlike most free-to-play games though, everything that is available to purchase in the game can be purchased with both currencies. Most free-to-play games like to make certain items or pieces of equipment only available to buy with the rarer currency, meaning that a lot of players will just resort to spending real money in order to acquire these. PES My Club manages to find a nice balance between the two. If one wants to sign a player via using an agent, they can even play with PES coins or pay a fee of 10,000 GP. Seeing as the player can earn about 2,000 coins if they win a game, this means the player can purchase a player of high quality after winning 5 matches, and this really isn't that much to ask. Although players do have to pay a fee to extend player contracts and keep them at the club, as well as keeping their fitness up, as long as the player has enough players on the pitch, there's nothing stopping them from playing another game. A lot of free-to-play games will impose restrictions on how much the player can play. Just look at the life system in Candy Crush for example. If you run out of lives, you can either wait 15 minutes for another, or you can spend some cash and buy another, whereas in My Club you can play as much as you want. Matchmaking is also handled surprisingly well, with the game matching the player against others who have similar skill and a similar quality team. This means that if you have a team of low quality players, you won't be matched against a team of Galacticos containing the likes of Messi and Ronaldo, which is clever as it prevents the game from moving into pay to win territory. I should also mention that this year's version of PES is brilliant to play. It may just be the best football game I've ever played in terms of gameplay, and being able to play that for free is a no-brainer for me. I don't usually ever defend free to play games, in fact I avoid most of them entirely, but I believe that Konami have done a good job with PES My Club. The microtransactions aren't intrusive or necessary to the experience. Instead, if you're the type of player who buys the retail version of PES and mostly plays My Club, you may as well just save your money and download this free version instead. So thank you very much for watching, please like, subscribe and comment if you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you all soon. Until next time, goodbye.